Hi, Oscar.
Hi, how are you?
Yeah, good. Have you managed to catch your breath after that lung busting run?
Yeah, just about. Just about. Was definitely in a bit of a hole after that. That's for sure.
What was the whole experience like playing over there?
Yeah, it was awesome. It was really cool. Obviously, to play in the Aviva is it was a bit of a pinch yourself moment playing in a stadium like that. Obviously, with all the history it has, watching England play there, and obviously Leinster. Quinn's actually played Leinster there in a pre-season friendly not long ago, but I was injured for it, so I never actually got to experience it. So no, it was really cool, and obviously the caliber of players they have is always a great challenge for us, and especially after last year, we wanted to make sure we fire some shots and are properly competitive.
Yeah, Caden spoke last week about how you'd be up against ring rows and there were matchups like that all over the pitch. What was that like as well?
Yeah, that's awesome. Like for me, I want to test myself against the best. Like I've watched Gary Ringrose since I don't know, however old, since 11, 12 years old when he was playing for Ireland. So to watch him, obviously I idolise how he plays. Obviously he's a brilliant player, and to test myself against him is that I want to be in those sort of battles, and I want to compete with the best and bring the best out of myself, and ultimately try and win those battles. And obviously playing boys like that, you're not always going to win those battles, but it's always a great experience and great learning comes from it.
And obviously, it was a tall task to try and win over there, but to come away with the point with so many times down the years in this competition, uh, those points can be really crucial come the final reckoning. So, did you feel good about that? That your attack had got you that point?
Yeah, no, I think it's massive. I mean, what was the stat? We had 36% possession, to score 28 points was huge for us. And I think obviously there was a bit of fear in the group, a bit of what happened last year in our minds a lot, and I think a lot of people wrote us off, including probably our own fans. Obviously, resting some of our international boys, which was mandatory rest. A lot of people wrote us off, but I think that fear almost allowed us to properly just go out there and just try and express ourselves. Go screw it, no one rates us, no one backs us here. Let's go for a crack. And obviously, we lost, but to get the bonus point, like you said, in Europe's huge. And I think there was around the 60-minute mark, we were well in the game, 3 points in, and we've done all our reviews today, and there was a sequence, too many penalties. Post that, which just let them back in the game. So I think as a group, I know Gilly's mentioned it. We shouldn't be going from that group being like, oh yes, lads, we were super competitive. We got a bonus point against Leinster away. It's like no, we should be frustrated we didn't win it because we had them on the ropes and we were in control. And let them back in. We gave away 16 penalties. They gave away 8. It's going to be extremely hard, no matter who you play, to win a game with 16 penalties and piggybacking them up the pitch, which ultimately we ended up doing. And then with a yellow, where they score most of their points, it's always tough to come back from, especially with the quality and calibre of players they have coming off. But I think the lads, the effort was fully there. I think the lads fronted up, and I think the one word we used for that game was, lads, we got to believe. No one believes in us, and I think that will spark belief within the group, sort of going forwards. Because I do believe we're close. Obviously, results haven't gone our way, but we're close to clicking. And as a Quins player, as a Quins fan, we love playing in Europe. Obviously, we've got a lot of history in Europe, and we want to push in this competition, and again help springboard our season.
And it's part of the history of the club, really. Big games against French clubs in European competitions. So, how much are you looking forward to this weekend?
Oh yeah, I can't wait. Playing French clubs, I absolutely love it. Away, home, there's a different feeling to it. You're coming up against something different. You're coming up against other international players, top quality players who have been at the top of their game for however many years. And it's the games you want to play in. It's the games you want to test yourself, and it's also the games with the most eyes on, which you want to prove yourself in front of everyone and get the one up. And obviously playing in some big wins away against Racing and Bordeaux was unbelievable, and we want to replicate that feeling as much as possible.
And just finally, from me, they're fifth in the top 14. So, you know what the sort of size of the task is going to be. It's just going to be a real, a huge test. It's going to be probably a bit like a test match, I suppose.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. I think again, you just look at the players they have. You got Manu Tuolangi, in the centres who's absolutely ripping it up. But those are the games I want to play in. Those are the games I know that the boys, our backline, our pack want to play in and really prove ourselves, because I don't feel like I said, I don't feel we're far away from clicking and hopefully proving a lot of people wrong.
Nice to speak to you. Good luck.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
I'll go if nobody else wants to.
Yeah, John, jump in.
Yeah, that's fine.
Hi, Oscar. How you doing?
Hi, John. Good, thank you. How are you?
Yeah, very well, thanks. How much are you enjoying your midfield partnership with Luke Northmore? You obviously both got on the score sheet.
Yeah, no, he's an awesome player. He's so instinctive, and playing outside of him, whether it's defensively on that side of the ball or attacking, you know he's gonna do a big play and cause some proper damage to the opposition, which I absolutely love. I love playing with him. He's a brilliant player in his own right, and also makes my job a lot easier.
Do you have a relationship off the pitch? Do you share much time together? Or?
Yeah. I mean, we're all really close in the group. I think as a backline, we're super close off the pitch, and I think, as I said before, we're close to, once we sort a couple of things out on the pitch, we'll kick on and hopefully springboard our season. But no, all the backs are super close.
You're a physically well-built centre. Obviously, Andre Esterhuizen probably is number one in that mould. How interested have you been to see his transformation into a hybrid player, a starting flanker for the number one team in the world, and how much of an influence was he on your development at Quins?
Yeah, no, he's an unbelievable player. He's an awesome bloke as well. I mean, learning off him was awesome. Playing outside of him was also awesome. I think it's no surprise to see how much he's sort of developed, and we all know he's had that physical aspect to his game, and he's flipping massive, flipping powerful. So he's going to be dangerous wherever he plays on the pitch. And I'm just so glad to see him getting more Springbok caps, because I think he thoroughly deserves it, and I think he's one of the best 12s in the world, and now one of the best back rows in the world. So it's awesome to see him reaping the rewards.
Obviously, you were capped for the first time in the summer against USA. How encouraging is it on one level to see somebody like Max Ajomu get given an opportunity through somebody else's misfortune, Fraser Dingwall's in this case, and sees it with the player of the match display? Is that encouraging for you as a centre who's had a taste of it, who in the same team as Max, to know that really you're not too far away? Or are you thinking, oh my God, Max has smashed it, I'm further down the pecking order now?
No, 100%. I mean, Max is a quality player, and he fully deserves all the credit he gets. And I'm just glad as a mate that he's got an opportunity to improve himself. Obviously, gutted for Fraser, who's, again, he's been absolutely awesome. And I think it just shows the depth of centre in England isn't as bad as I think everyone probably says. And I think, as Max did, he's taken his opportunity. It was absolutely awesome. And I'm really happy for him.
Yeah, that's a good point, actually, because a lot of chat, isn't there, about Bernard Janse van Rensburg qualifying next year, and, it's up to the English centres who are currently doing it to sort of prove that there is a good stock of players coming through.
Yeah, exactly, and he's a quality player, and it'll be interesting to see what sort of happens there in the future.
All right, thanks a lot, Oscar. Cheers.
Thank you.
Hi, Oscar. Natalie here. Just a couple of questions, really. Obviously, coming into this season, a lot of changes for Quins. That's been mentioned a few times now. But coming into the European Games, are you performing at the sort of level you think you should be at, given all the changes that happened ahead of the season?
I think it's obviously been difficult for us having Danny get promoted to Wales. It's always tough losing a head coach. I think our togetherness as a group's gone up because it's had to. But I think obviously having Danny left, I think he's done some brilliant work with us, and we're still working on stuff he's sort of built within our group, and now Gilly's sort of taking charge. He's another awesome coach. So it's been tough at the start of the season, yes, but it's been it's been good so far, and I feel we're building nicely.
And looking ahead to Sunday's game, your home game, Twickenham Stoop, what do you want from the Old Faithful fans?
Yeah, look, they're awesome. They're awesome in Dublin. And I know I can't wait to be back at the Stoop. I mean, the atmosphere they bring, especially for our European games, is awesome. And no, hopefully it'll be a packed out Stoop and they can get behind us, and hopefully we can get a win.